A night walk through Docklands. El tiempo es lento. Streetways cobble beneath cold toes, drawing dreams of memories. Cabeza llena. Luna courts my ear, and I remember, con añoranza, her whispered canto. Lloro linda, la noche es larga.
A gift from God. How can I blame him that he clutches to his bosom a breaking, broken form, incapable of simplicity, a maze of rudimentary complexity, when from here I can hear the soft beat of his heart. Bocas Ladia. Heartbeats are healing. His, full of strength and simplicity, not weighed down with feeling, a heart free to any fireside guest, but closed, to the eye beating between my brows, to the heart beneath my breast. Bocas Ladia. And though at one with his Ema at times, he hails of the linen she, baptized in music and magic and mischief, enthralling, yet like a child innocently adoring. Bocas Ladia. What do I tell you of this love nurtured in my breast, or of the temperance I reach when you hold me, my pasture, folded into your chest, tight and safe while I string tie the cracks of my heart? Bocas Ladia. You make happiness simple. The keys are held in your smile, in the nooks of your dimples, reminding me once more of innocent song. Bocas Ladia. Can I tell you you saved me? As I curl on bedsheets and you put on the kettle, I can but let you settle with me who loves, though entirely, though harshly, reliably. I dream not that we are one, but two, separate souls eternally tied. Bocas Ladia. Thank God for you. A Strucan. Among the ashes plays a child's shadow. Black as tar, she forces herself below me. A fading tan harks back to darker times, challenges my own porcelain glaze. My tongue lies dumb and heavy, weighted in decades of silence, passed from bone to living muscle, dense with disparity and wasting words. A loose-lipped smile of patriotic pride outweighs uncertainty uncertainly. Saoirse sits, her back to me as she dances numb hands above and beneath the light from the dying embers, out of reach.
A borrowed girl. These flames that coil from roots to tips are not mine. Imposing, bold, wild and borrowed. Lent, fire from plant, stolen. So this is me, who am I but the girl with head ablaze, embracing, selecting, a borrowed identity.
Only jealousy. Closed doors and covered eyes shield from sight, but he splits sheets with her instead. Although we parted tenderly, beneath ancient stone and Morris rose mere moments since, his eyes departing fix instead a gold-dipped form, as separating autumn falls, seducing mystery. Orsino overlooking dampens skin that mirrors sky, clothed in mist, her gilding framed by a weeping curtain, tributaries of mine eyes. He never would resist. Under streams of Glencar, he loses Ema and the world for a kiss. Dear, written by Ella Hyland. I wonder what it might be like to see as you see, through a doughy lens. I wonder if I might wrap my flesh around your slinky spine and sit. Would I fall supple and silent? Or would I run as you run, needing nothing, only that softness of the air that reddens my cheeks? I look at you and I want nothing. I wonder, do you look back and wander back? I take you in, how I might take in a friend on a lazy Sunday morning, wanting nothing. I wonder, could I look doughy-eyed upon the world, so I could see only the shyness of another soul and not mistake it for ignorance or arrogance? shy as a deer in our passing of information from our temples to moving lips, soft as a deer in our desire to have our body moulded into by another, pacifying our loneliness with the wetness of creation. Could I be as simple as this? Could I be? If I was as I could be, I wonder would I find it is the way that I already am. When I was young, my mother said to me, "The men are right, my dear. It is sweet and dignified to live a quiet, pretty life. Surely that way you will find a husband. But let me tell you a story." One night, long ago, when the waxing moon rested on that narrow slip between earth and sky, and the tide pulled at the shore, an old woman guided her granddaughter through the legs that had carried her during the months she could not carry herself. The warm night air blanketed her. The rooks fell silent in their nests. It was as if the night paused, just briefly, and held the moment. A child's cry barely broke the silence beneath the stars before the evening rustling flooded back to conceal the sound. The girl grew quickly, and it became clear that she was no ordinary child. In the mornings she would rush to hand fresh oranges to the men as they left the village for work, her cheeks fresh as the morning dew. All afternoon she sat quietly and neatly, playing prettily in the shade. When evening came and the men returned, she leapt to greet them, bringing a smile to each face she kissed. Never a word passed her lips out of turn. All the men would tell their sons, "That is the kind of girl you want to marry." And all the women would say to their daughters, "You must be more like her." And she was well regarded throughout the place. When the time came, she found a husband with ease, and was soon bearing her own flock. She taught her girls to be sweet and dignified, like their mother. Before too long, she was an old woman, guiding her own grandchildren onto the fresh sand. She lived a long time, and then she died. That is the end of her story, for though she died sweet and dignified, she died nonetheless. A pebble tumbling into still water creates a tide of ripples, right to the edge. But what a splash the boulder makes.